MCC Just Motos.
Hey guys, it's Andy from MCC Just Motos. I'm here with my 2024 Livewire Del Mar. I'm going to talk to you about commuting on this motorcycle. It's not marketed as a commuter, it's marketed as a city bike, but you can absolutely commute on it. I'm going to tell you how to do it. It's a little hint, you just got to ride a little differently. So hop along with me, come for a ride, and I'll tell you all about it.
Before we get into riding the motorcycle, I'm going to talk about the navigation and the map that displays on the Livewire screen here. There's 2 or 3 things that need to happen in order to get that. One is actually you can't just turn the motorcycle on and get to the map. You need to download the Livewire S2 Del Mar app, which looks like this on the inside and has a picture of your motorcycle. There's a SP Moto Connect mount right there in case you're wondering. But in order to get to the map, you see nothing goes on the screen until you actually hit navigation on, and you have to actually have the navigation pane open in the Livewire app. It's a pain. You can minimize it and close your phone, but you need the Livewire app open in navigation. That's the first thing. And you also have to have the cable connected. So that's a pain in the rear end. So you have to get a 1-inch cable. I'm sorry, 1-foot cable from, I just got a 1-foot USB-C to, and I have an iPhone, so USB-C to iPhone, and that will give you the nice pretty map display right there. Alright, so that's even before you drive it. That's probably my biggest gripe with the navigation feature, but it will talk to you, give you turn-by-turn directions. Now, the navigation feature is very similar to all the new Harley-Davidson, such as my Pan America has that as well, and the Sportster has the same type of feature. Alright, so getting on the commute, you see that we have 110 miles, and just go. Alright, we're in sport mode. Oop. There we go. Eco mode. Alright. So, I told you, whoops, let me shut this down. I told you you have to ride differently. And you do. Dependent, right? So there's really 3 types of commuting that you can do. If you're all city commuter, you're fine. You have a 113-mile range. That's pretty accurate. That's stop and go. I think I saw, like, the average 30 miles an hour of stop and go traffic. I'm not that type of driver. I'm an average commuter where I have about 40 miles of pure highway driving. And I can get there with about 50% battery left. Sometimes less, sometimes a lot more. I've had up to 65% battery left when I got to my destination. And I'll tell you why. The biggest thing is you ride different. You kind of ride slower. If you're going 70 miles an hour, open clean air, even though it's very clean, you're going to get maybe 40 miles, maybe. If you ride 55, 65 miles an hour, you're going to get maybe 60, 70 miles, maybe even more. If you ride 55, 60, up to 70, but you draft a lot behind big semi-trucks, FedEx trucks like that, you can get a lot better range, like 80 miles an hour, 80 miles range, or even more. I like to keep it in economy, or economy mode, and I like to let off the throttle a lot to try and build off that, build the charge. So I'll do that a lot when I'm driving, and then I let go a lot to rebuild the charge. Some people say turn off regen all the way and just coast as much as you can will get you the best highway range. I haven't tried that yet, but you drive this motorcycle way different than you do a normal motorcycle if you are doing pure commuting. So I can make an 80-mile round trip to work. Yeah, I sure can, as long as I'm keeping it 55 to 16 and I actually hit the stop and go, and I'll ride in the right lane instead of the left lane to not blow out my battery. So I ride different. Now, I do have chargers at work. I have level 2 chargers at work, or close to work. So if I get to 50%, I will charge Some people say only charge to 80% most of the time, so you can keep the battery, but I'm still investigating that. Before I bought this motorcycle, I did make sure there were chargers by work that I can always hook up to, so I'm never going to be lost without charging. And the most it's taken me to charge from 50% to 100% is an hour 45, 2 hours at most. All right, more later.